What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Last Wraps baseball video production. Today, we are going to do the second quarter of our BBM Baseball Magazine version 1 box. The other day, or yesterday, we opened up our first round of version 1 cards. And so what that is we do 5 packs. There's about 12 cards to each pack. I think there's 12, or is there 8 cards to each? 8 cards to each pack, and we're ripping through and seeing what we can pull out. Obviously, we're looking for North American players because that's what we do. We're looking for guys who are ex-big league players, but the Japanese players are obviously of interest to us as well. So, without further ado, we're going to start off with pack number 1. And pack number 1, if you've watched some of our other Japanese videos, we gotta basically cut into the top of these things to be able to get the cards out, because it is very, very difficult to pull it apart. I think if I wasn't doing this on video, I'd probably be using my teeth to rip this open, but unfortunately, we're not going to be doing that on the video. So, with that being said, as we have our cross blossoms in the background, we lead off with a insert cross blossom. So, Yuki Nishi of the Hanshin Tigers is our first card. And so our second one, we have a Kodai Umetsu from the Chinichi Dragons pitcher, and Kaido Kozono from the Hiroshima Toyo Carp. And our next one up, we have from the Chibalote Marines, Toshiya Sato of Chibalote Marines, and a rookie card of Yuya Gunji from the Chinichi Dragons. And that follows up with a Kengo Horiichi, and I pardon the pronunciation from this fella's name, from the Rakuten Golden Eagles. And then we have a Daiki Iwashita for the Chiba Lotte Marines. And then we have at the back end, we have another Cross Blossom card, and Kohei Arihara from the Nippon Ham Fighters, and then back to the top. So we got 2 inserts in one pack. So 2, 4, 6, 8 cards, 8 cards in a pack, and 2 of them are inserts. So not a bad haul on pack number 1. Pack number 2. We're still looking for an autograph or maybe a relic, something like that might come up. That would be kind of cool. Last year, I think I got, when I was in Japan, I pulled the Yoshida, the kid for the #1 overall pick for the Nippon Ham Fighters. I pulled one of his cards, one of his parallel rookies, numbered out of, I think it was like out of 25 or something. It was kind of cool, or maybe it was out of 50. So for the Yomiuri Giants, we have Shinosuke Shigenobu, and so he's an outfielder. I'm not familiar with that particular player. Takumi Yamamoto for the Chinichi Dragons. Next up is Tsubasa Aizawa for the Hiroshima Toyo Carp, and I don't really, I do kind of remember him. He's the catcher for the Carp. And then we have Tetsura Yanagamachi for the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. And then we have a rookie card of Haruto Inoue from the Yomiuri Giants, lefty. And then another North American player, Sean Nolan for the Cebu Lions. If I'm not mistaken, this might be Nolan's first year in Japan. I'm not 100% sure. Or actually, if I'm not mistaken, he might have been in the big leagues and then might have been overseas and then went to the big leagues and then came back. I'll do a little bit of homework on Nolan, and we'll talk about him in the next video. And then we have the manager for the Oryx Buffaloes, Norifumi Nishimura, and looks like he means business for the Buffaloes. And I guess this is their version of Darren O'Day, Kazuhisa Makita from the Rakuten Eagles. Well, look at that arm action. You don't see that every day in the major leagues unless you've had 3 or 4 surgeries. But that is Kazuhisa Makita sporting the Sidewinder action. So there's pack number 2 down the drain. And we got 3 more to go today. Yeah, you see, when you watch some of the, for those of you who aren't familiar with the baseball overseas, especially, in Japan and in Korea, You see some interesting throwing motions, and you're not saying it's wrong. Normally speaking, when we're training players, we're not training them to throw sidearm. We're training them to throw, over the top or three quarters. And of course, overseas they get a lot of different guys thrown in a lot of different ways, and but that's not been the North American way. Here's a player I'm not familiar with, North American guy, Joe Gunkel. Don't know who he is. I've never come across him before, and so I'll do my homework on him as well. Sean Nolan is one, and this guy's another one with the Hanshin Tigers. I'm curious. Even some of my pre-write-ups, I didn't know who this guy. I haven't seen this guy before. We have finally had our first team card, and I don't know what they're doing. I guess maybe this is some sort of warm-up. Maybe it looks like a pitcher thing. But this is something the pitchers would be doing. I guarantee you that. No way a hitter is going to do something like this. This is a pitcher's exercise. So the Chinichi Dragons are getting themselves warmed up for something. Those are definitely pitchers. Matt Koch for the Occult Swallows. Another guy I'm not familiar with. And I'll have to do some research on Matt Koch as well. I don't know if that's his first year or if he's been around a bit over there, but I don't know. And so, did you know any of this? And I sure don't know any of this. I'm going to have to get my translator out and figure it out. And then you've got a New Age Star card of Yomiuri Giants, Kota Yamashita. Another New Age card, first version. And again, but this one's a little different. This one's numbered. This one's out of 100, so 63 out of 100. So that's kind of cool. And I don't know, I can feel the New Age Star is different. I don't know if that was different from the other ones or if I'm going to take a look to see what's different. But this one's definitely a numbered card, obviously by the number on the back. And then we have a Ryusi Kawano, rookie for the Ham Fighters. And then Daiki Iwashida for the Chiba Lotte Marines. And Yuki Matsui for the Rakuten Golden Eagles. And Ryo Watanabe from the Nippon Ham Fighters. And we're back to the top with Joe Gunkel again. So we got a couple of North American players who, as I say, I'm not overly familiar with, but we're going to have to do a little bit of homework here and see what we can provide the audience for our next video. Okay, pack number 4. Don't see any real thick cards in there, but you never know. And we'll start it off with a rookie from the Hiroshima Carp, Yuya Nirasawa, and infielder. And then we have Yudai Ono for the Chinichi Dragons. And Michael Peoples from the Yokohama Dana Bay Stars. Again, another player I'm not familiar with. And some of these guys may not have been big league guys. Might have had minor league time, but maybe not big league time, and made the jump over. Fumiya Kurokawa, a infielder for the Rakuten Eagles, and that's his rookie card. Masaki Oyokawa for the Hanshin Tigers. And there we have a former Major League player, and this guy, Leonis Martin. Started with the Texas Rangers. I know he was traded up to Seattle, or came up to Seattle, spent a little bit of time in Detroit. Detroit flipped him to Cleveland for Willie Castro, I think, straight up. And then, unfortunately, Leonis Martin had some health issues, like some serious health issues. To the point where I guess he had an infection, and I think he almost died. But anyways, he's over in Chiba and trying his hand over there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he is, I want to say Leonis Martin was Cuban born. And of course, some of these numbers on the back of his card, I think these were big league numbers, and hit $1.99 last year. That's not going to keep you in the league, but there were high expectations at one time for Leonis Martin, and of course, we hit 274 one year, stole 30 bases twice, but of course never panned out to the expectations they thought. Then we have Hotaka Yamakawa for the Cebu Lions, and then we have Akoda Futaki for the Chiba Lotte Marines. And then we're back to the top. And then we've got one more pack left to open, and then this will take us through the first half of our box. And for those of you who are interested, on the back there are the odds and the odds of getting stuff, and that 324 by the looks to me, that's probably you got to go through a case of cards or something to get something really, really good. And I don't think that we're gonna get anything. I'm not expecting that we're gonna get anything really, really good, because we only got a couple of boxes of this stuff, and hopefully this will be able to suit our needs for what we're doing. It looks like we got a couple of cross blossoms again. So one on the top, one on the bottom, and so we have a Shuhei Takahashi. So they're some of their inserts are just flapped on the top and on the bottom. An Elke Garcia, pitcher for the Hanshin Tigers. Okay, we have Tsubasa Aizawa, and I think we saw him earlier or yesterday when we opened up. He's the catcher for the Hiroshima Toyo Carp. Kotaro Kurabayashi, that's a rookie card from the Kintetsu Buffaloes. And then we got a rookie card from the Occult Swallows for Yasunobu Okugawa. And from the Oryx Buffaloes, we've got Yaku Cho. And from the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, we have Kudai Senga. And then our next cross blossom comes from the Chiba Lotte Marines, and that's Atsuki Tanichi. And then we're back to the top again. Well, this is break number 2, and we're going to come back tomorrow with a couple of the little updates on a couple of our players, and we'll find out who those North American players are, and hopefully we'll have some answers for you. So listen, I want to thank everybody again for watching the video, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe button's right about here, and make sure you plug it. And if you like the video, be sure to hit the like button. Give us a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment. We do like the comments, and there are people who give us the comments in the comment section. So drop us a comment, ask us a question. If you tell us if you like the cards, what you think, what you want to see. But once again, everybody, I want to thank you for watching another Last Props video production, and have a great day.